God bless us all in the name of Jesus. You are welcome to today's video Open Heaven Daily Devotional. Open Heaven Daily Devotional is written by our Father in the Lord, Pastor E. Adeboye of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Today being the Wednesday, the 31st of January 2024, our theme for today is Becoming a Son of God Part 1. Becoming a Son of God Part 1. Our memory verse for today is going to be taken from Matthew 3 verse 17. Matthew 3 verse 17, and it says, "And lo, a voice from heaven saying, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." Our Bible reading for today is going to be taken from 1 John 3 verse 8 to 9. 1 John 3 verse 8 to 9. 1 John 3 verse 8 to 9. Verse 8, "He that committeth sin is of the devil, for the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of God was manifested, that he might destroy the work of the devil." Verse 9, "And whosoever is born of God does not commit sin, for his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin, because he is born of God." The Message. Yesterday I distinguished clearly between being a son of God and being a servant of God. I am quite sure that you choose to become a son of God rather than a servant. How then can you become a son of God? Being a son of God requires that you fulfill some obligations. A son is a major stakeholder in whatever the father does. He takes whatever belongs to the father as is, because he is not a servant but a son. John 10 verse 12 says that the hireling, the servant, will not give his life for the sheep, but Jesus, the Son of God, give his life for the sheep. In the same vein, you must be ready to spend and be spent for salvation of men on earth. Nothing must be too hard for you to do so that people will not perish in hell. A servant can see souls perishing and turn the other way, but not a son. A son will go out to preach the gospel to them until they give their life to Christ and remain steadfast in the Lord. If you are not an incurable soul winner, your sonship is in doubt. A son resembles his father. It is only what he sees his father do that he does. That is why in 1 John 3 verse 9, 1 John 3 verse 9, it says, "Whosoever is born of God does not commit sin, for his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin, because he is born of God." True sons of God hate sin. Don't mind those who tell you that once you have given your life to Christ, you can go ahead and commit sin. They are liars. We children of God have the seed of God in them, and that seed make it difficult for them to sin. If they fall into sin, that seed can to bite them. They can become very sorry for what they have done. They go back to their father like the genuine child we do and plead for forgiveness. Nobody can keep committing sin on purpose and claim to be a son of God. That fellow is a liar. A child that does not resemble his father is called a bastard. It was recorded that Jesus loved righteousness and hated iniquity in Hebrew 1 verse 8 to 9. Hebrew 1 verse 8 to 9. If you are truly a child of God, you will hate sin and love righteousness, because his seed is within you. Our key point for today is you cannot remain in sin and claim to be a child of God. I take it again. Our key point for today: you cannot remain in sin and claim to be a child of God. Thank you for watching today's video Open Heaven Daily Devotional, brought to you by Heaven at Last-Godgift. Thank you for watching, and do have a wonderful day ahead. Bye.